Welcome everybody at last to the Child's Play kill ranking. Sorry for the delay of this video. I have been highly under the weather the past couple of weeks. I have been highly exhausted by work. When I set my date that I wanted to get this video done, I did not expect the next month to be one of the most strenuous months of my life. But nevertheless, now we're here. Now we can get to the good shit and get to the carnage candy, baby. Child's Play. Thank you guys, first of all, for making the past month since the Child's Play remake was released the most successful month that this channel has ever seen. All of the videos that I did regarding Child's Play, and even the ones like in between, like the crawl review and everything, have gotten really good views. The Chucky top 15 Chucky lines is my most successful video as far as time and the amount of views I've gotten in such a short amount of time that this channel has ever seen. It's over 100,000 views right now in just over 3 weeks. That is insane. You guys have been awesome in the comment section. A lot of new great subscribers. So just want to thank you guys very much. Been a very awesome month on this channel, and it's the house that Chucky built, baby. So it's been fun talking about Child's Play. Now to wrap it all up in a nice bloody bow with the kill ranking. And we got 61 kills to talk about in the Child's Play franchise. Now, if you're new to my channel or new to these videos, I've done 2 so far. I did Nightmare on Elm Street and I did the Halloween franchise. And I'll give the same spiel that I gave on those. I kind of lump kills together sometimes. Like, for example, if there's like 5 or 6 people getting killed in one scene, I don't count each individual person as an individual kill. Just scenes themselves. Luckily, there's not a lot of those in the Child's Play franchise, but if you get to a scene where 3 or 4 people are killed and you're calling foul because I have 61 instead of 65, that's just how I do it. I don't see the point of ranking 4 people that are killed in 3 seconds, which one's better or worse. Anyway, aside from that, I also have a lot of segments in this, much like the Halloween ranking, where I'm not gonna have commentary for every single kill like I did with the Nightmare on Elm Street one. That was like 30-something kills. They were all standout sequences where there was some kind of thing that I wanted to say about them. There's a lot of quick kills in the Child's Play franchise, much like the Halloween franchise. So the ones that I feel like I need to talk about, or I have something passionate that I wanna say positive or negative about, you will hear some commentary. For the other ones, we're just gonna montage through them. Make it a little bit quicker. So, with all that being said, starting off at the bottom of the barrel, the worst kill in the Child's Play franchise, number 61.
Son of a bitch!
Hit me, baby, one more time, because fuck you for putting a Britney Spears scene in a Child's Play movie.
Yours, asshole! What? Oops, I did it again.
Look, my thoughts on Seed of Chucky are no secret. If you're new to the channel, I despise this film. It's one of my least favorite films of all time. Not quite Freddy's Dead level of hatred, but damn close. By far the worst film in this franchise. So many creative decisions made in this that I actually just full on despise. And this is kind of wrapping all that up into one kill. A pop culture reference that I don't like, that ages this movie terribly, that I don't find funny at all, and it turns Child's Play into just some kind of a weird, self-aware joke that I don't enjoy whatsoever. So this might be funny to some people. I don't find it funny at all. It just annoys me. So number 61, the one that annoys me the most for sure in this franchise, is the Britney Spears kill. Just above that is a kill from Bride of Chucky, and this one is just because it's kind of a throwaway kill. I always talk about the bottom 5, and most of the bottom 5 in this one aren't necessarily terrible kills. They're just nothing interesting about it. And this one is where the grave digger gets shot in the back of the head. And that's all you can say about it. A grave digger that we don't see, don't even see his face, don't know, and has absolutely no relevance to the plot whatsoever, just gets shot in the back of the head. Pow! Scene over with. Enough said. Number 59. By the way, I didn't say this at the beginning, but unless you can't already tell, spoiler alert for Child's Play 2019. Got it? Okay, cool. Number 59, the Vietnam worker suicide. The kill that basically opens up this movie, or the suicide that opens up this movie. You have this Vietnam worker who's like off the street, he's disgruntled or he's mentally disturbed in some way, in kind of a hokey scene that I can't really defend despite really enjoying that film. This supervisor walks up, berates this guy to no end and says, "You're done, get out of here, but before you do, finish that last doll." He finishes the doll, takes the safety parameters off of it, gives us the plot point that gives us the Chucky that we have in Child's Play 2019, and then jumps off a fucking roof. It's not a very interesting scene. It's not the best way to open the movie. It's not the most creative by any means of ways to jumpstart all of this. So it didn't bother me both times I saw the film. To me, it was just, okay, there's a reason why Chucky's got his safety shit off. Now let's go with the movie. And I was fine with that. It didn't bug me. I don't hate it. It's just, in retrospect, they could have done a lot more to make that scene a little more impactful as an opening. 58, another joke in Seed of Chucky that I didn't laugh at. You know, the dead bodies in the closet thing. Okay, you took the term skeletons in the closet literal. Bravo, writing. And 57, another kill that's just not really interesting to talk about. It's where the carnival security guard is shot and we see the aftermath whenever Andy and Da Silva go to try to find Tyler, and they just kind of pan the camera and show the dude dead. That's it. Number 46, probably the biggest tease for the biggest disappointment in this entire franchise, hence it being this low. It's not the fault of this kill, it's not the fault of this scene, it's not the fault of this film. It's the fault of the garbage that came after it. And that is the whole thing that wraps up Bride of Chucky, where baby Glenn comes out with razor sharp teeth and kills Lieutenant Preston. A really badass way to end Bride of Chucky. A great way to set up what to expect further down the road and make everybody go out going, oh, I can't wait for Son of Chucky. Which is what the movie should have been. But you get to Seed of Chucky, and that whole ending is, when you get to Bride of Chucky, you're just like, oh, fuck, yeah, I forgot. We got Seed of Chucky after this.
Nobody move!
That works too.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me!
It's up.
Get me back. Amazing, isn't it?
Welcome to Castle and Carve.
Number 34 is our introduction to Bride of Chucky and our introduction to the Bride of Chucky, Tiffany. And that is when she slits Officer Bailey's throat with her little razor sharp nail file. I really love the opening of this film. I love the Rob Zombie music. I love the whole thing where you get the little winks and nods to the different you know, horror icons like the low budget Jason mask and the Freddy glove and everything. But I just like the way that this scene is shot, where it's kind of POV from Chucky's perspective when he opens up the bag, and then you just out of nowhere see him get his throat cut. And that is our introduction to the sadistic, sexy-ass character of Tiffany. And we get going with one of my favorite Child's Play films of all time. Number 2, to be honest. So, I love this opening. I really like this kill. It's a kill that gets repeated a lot in this franchise, which you'll see in the montages that you've already seen. But that's the only reason why it's a little bit low, is because by the time I get back to it, I'm like, I've seen this already, because I've rewatched Curse and I rewatched Cult, and they just keep fucking doing this. But it's good in Bride. Number 25, this is the closest thing that you will get me to say positive about Seed of Chucky, and that is that I like the whole Pete Peters getting accidentally melted with acid, just because of the comedy of that scene. Yes, this, I don't laugh out loud with it, but as far as a kill goes, it is funny that you have Chucky taking Glenn out on like a boys' night out. We're gonna go and we're gonna train you as a killer. And in trying to save Pete Peters, he scares him and makes him drop acid onto his face, and a pretty good special practical effect. And yeah, I mean, the scene's, I kind of like that scene. I mean,
Say cheese.
I just said something positive about Seed of Chucky. Fucking internet is forever.
Oh my God!
Number 19, Sergeant Botnick gets a taste of his own medicine. I absolutely love this kill. I love the one-liner. I love the fact that this is such a weird, off-kilter character throughout this entire film that's like almost has this gross like sexual obsession with cutting all the kids' hairs and going through all day long. But what makes this kill so great is that it makes all of that weirdness worth it, because Chucky flips the table on him.
Presto, you're dead. It's definitely you.
Brilliant! And now we're at the top 15, of which I will talk about all of them. So from here on out, you get to see nothing but me spliced in with some kills. Best part of the video, right? Number 15 is the one that started it all. This is Charles Lee Ray being shot in the toy store. I like it because it's just a great opening to this film. I love seeing Brad Dourif play the character of Charles Lee Ray because it has all the same attitude and ferocity and sadism as Chucky himself. But this is one of the only times you get to see him in human form.
Oh, God, I'm dying.
You hear that, you son of a bitch?
I like the way that it's kind of a cat and mouse game between him and Chris Sarandon, and ultimately leading to him doing the first time we'll ever hear the voodoo chant, a day to a Dumbala, get into the doll's body, and just a great setup for a great film in Child's Play. Number 14 is one of the best kills from Curse of Chucky, a movie that I actually thought was a great return to form after Seed of Chucky, and that is when the husband, who seems like he might be an adulterer, but actually the movie kind of cleverly flips that on its script and makes the wife the adulterer, Ian, getting his jaw chopped off with an axe by Chucky. Gotta love it.
Say hi to the little woman for me.
Also showcasing one of Curse of Chucky's really good strengths as well, and that is really good practical work with the gore. Though as soon as Don Mancini took over this franchise, one thing you could say for sure, whether you like the movies or not, is that they got increasingly gorier, and this kill definitely showcases a good version of the carnage candy we get from Don Mancini.
Maybe not.
Number 13, one of my favorite scenes in this franchise because it's one of the best introductions to Chucky in any of the films, and that is when we first get to see Chucky speak in Bride of Chucky. You get Damien, played by the late Alexis Arquette, I believe was his name. Eventually transitioned to a her, so I guess her name. But this character is very hilarious and off-kilter and perfect for somebody that would be hanging out with Tiffany, but the comedy there with him kind of being this person who is, she wants him to kill and he keeps trying to fake it, and the fact that he's really wants to get with Tiffany. And I totally get it, man. I'm on your side. I understand the desire. But then it all just gets turned on him because as soon as he makes a little halfway sideways comment about Chucky, we get this. Oh, you done fucked up. Number 12 is my second favorite kill in the Child's Play remake, and it is one of the best kills in this franchise, which is why it jumped way the hell up here, and that is when the Jack Black lookalike janitor of the apartment, or the maintenance man of that apartment, gets stabbed a bunch of times by Chucky running around in the shadows, which is a great recreation of how they used to do the whole Chucky in the shadows thing from the original. God, love that kind of approach. But then eventually he tries to get on this table, which is a table saw that Chucky then turns on, gets knocked over. He's hanging by the steaming hot pipe as Chucky is digitally turning the temperature up, and then he falls on that motherfucker. And just like they do with another kill that I will be talking about higher on this list, this movie does a great job at making you despise completely the person that is about to endure an extremely painful death right before it happens, so you can enjoy and smile through all of the carnage candy goodness of him getting his fucking legs chopped off. Number 11, a great opening to the Chucky that we get in Child's Play 2, and that is when Madison, the slimy ass businessman that can't remember the damn vodka, gets smothered and suffocated with a plastic bag. After Chucky has a little bit of a mind game with him, squirts him with a squirt gun in a really great scene.
What you want?
Please, asshole.
You're dead.
It just kicks this movie off with a punch and shows you that above anything else, Chucky is not playing around this time, and we are gonna have some fun. Number 10, all right. I forgot this in my top 15 Chucky lines. I was looking over a lot of different lines and one slipped through the cracks. I apologize. All 10,000 of you that commented the same exact comment, please forgive me. I forgot How's It Hangin' Phil. It would have been in my top 10. I'm sorry. I'm human, I make mistakes. But the kill is in my top 10, bitch.
How's it hanging, Phil?
So we've got Phil, the slimy ass. He's not really slimy. He's correct in a way, but I still don't like him because he's a dick. There, that's how I'll justify it. This dick, who is the foster father of Andy in Child's Play 2, meets an end where he comes downstairs thinking that Andy is once again lying and once again trying to do some kind of a mischief with this electric knife, and Chucky surprises him with a hook to the leg. He falls off the stairs, hangs down. We get one of the best that I forgot lines in the Chucky franchise, and a great kill because it goes so perfectly with the line, and the dick dies. Number 9, my favorite kill from Curse of Chucky and one of my favorite lines from Curse of Chucky kind of paired together, and that is when you get the actual adulteress, Barb, the bitch older sister of Fiona Dourif, who meets a very grisly end in a great comedic, dark-ass sadistic line from Chucky that we have all come to know and love.
You have your mother's eyes. And they were always too fucking close together!
Number 8. Did I just say that Barb was my favorite kill? I lied. Father Frank is my favorite kill. Totally forgot that he was one above this. This is one of the best sequences in Curse of Chucky. It's a great way to kind of utilize that old classic approach to Chucky where you just kind of see his hand and everything's kind of POV shot, where you get him adding rat poison to somebody's dinner. And you have a pretty tense, interesting, and well shot scene. I will give credit to you, Don Mancini, for this, where the whole family is eating this vegan chili and you don't know who is eating the poison. Like, you having these close-ups of people like smacking their lips and everything. You have like fake out reactions from Ian where he's like, oh my God, this is amazing. You have that whole thing, but then when it's finally revealed who actually got the rat poison, they follow it up with a great, gory, grisly ass kill with some really good practical effects.
Jesus Christ.
Steele's got him pinned. He's lost a shitload of blood, but we just can't tell from where.
Father, can you hear me? Father.
Father Frank has been decapitated and stuck in this wreck, and they don't realize it until they pull the shit off and his head splits backwards. And a really good, accurate looking decapitated head just shoots blood all over. whatever the fuck the dude's name. The same guy that played multiple Malcolm, but he's a cop in this one. Number 7, don't fuck with the Chuck. This is a great opening kill for Child's Play 3 because I love how all the different toys are kind of utilized for this whole scene. You have this guy who is like the CEO, the big wig of this toy making company that just approved putting the good guy doll back into production. Asshole. And he meets his end with a bunch of toys kind of coming at him. He has no idea what's coming for him, where it's coming from. And then Chucky clubs his ass with a golf club, gives one of the best, if not the best line in the entire franchise, and then strangles his ass with a yo-yo. And follows it up with another great one-liner. God, I love Chucky.
Just like the good old days. Nothing like a strangulation to get the circulation going.
Number 6 is when Tiffany gets electrocuted in the bathtub in Bride of Chucky, and it's all because of the style and the way that Ronnie Yu directed this scene, with a lot of really great subtle callbacks to the Bride of Frankenstein, which is kind of like the skeleton for where this little bloody masterpiece came from. And you have where Chucky's finally escaped from his little crib prison, and he shoves this TV into the bathtub, and she gets electrocuted. There's shadows on the wall. You see the Bride of Frankenstein TV, you know, the footage showing through the water in the bathtub. How it's still playing, I don't know, but it looks cool as fuck. There's bubbles all over the place. Chucky's even like got this little maestro thing, like, look what I've created. It's an awesome scene. Top 5, baby. Coming right back to Bride of Chucky for number 5 is when the two douchebag, possibly married, possibly lying couple who are basically ripping off Jesse and Jade in this honeymoon suite, and they meet their grisly end by the very creative and sexy Tiffany finally showing Chucky what he has been missing. And Chucky realizes that she is the love of his life.
I love you.
Number 4 is a kill from Child's Play 2019. Yes, damn, the Carnage candy was rocking in this movie. Despite what you think about it, the kills, creative, baby, creative. And this one made it all the way up to number 4 instantly. That is huge for me, that a brand new movie can top something where a franchise I have watched for decades. Number 4 is when you get the asshole boyfriend of Aubrey Plaza's Karen. He meets the coolest death in this film, and it even goes to the point of being like a plot point in the film itself, which I love. So nonetheless, that dickbag Shane, you dislike him throughout the entire movie. They keep giving you more reasons to dislike him. They hit you with the ultimate one that he's got a family and kids that he leaves to fuck Karen every once in a while, and you're like, God, Chucky, get his ass. And he gets his ass. So many different ways. He gets scalped, he gets blended in his fucking head, he gets stabbed with a Tupac line that I love. A lot of people didn't, I loved it. And then ultimately he gets leather-faced and his shit gets put onto a watermelon and becomes a plot point in the film. Brilliance, people! God, I love that aspect of the movie. When's that bitch coming out on Blu-ray? I want to watch it again. Number 3 is so great because this is an insignificant character that has absolutely nothing to do with the plot whatsoever and has no significance in this movie whatsoever other than the fact that he gets an awesome kill. And that goes to Child's Play 2 when the technician at the Play Pal toy factory goes to fix the eyeball machine. Chucky slashes him in his face right when he thinks that he's fixed it. He gets pushed back onto it and the eyeball machine impales him in his fucking skull. God. I love Child's Play 2. Top 2. Now honestly, these 2 kills I go back and forth with for very different reasons. One I think is extremely creative. I love the callbacks. I love the visual of it. The other one gives a death to an actress that I despise for the reasons that they want you to despise. Like, she plays bitch characters for a career. But the fact that Chucky got one over on her ass, I love it so much. Number 2 is Miss Kettlewell. You've been very naughty. Beth Grant has made a career. Every single movie that she has been in that I have seen, except for maybe Rockstar, she plays a despicable bitch character that you cannot stand. And Child's Play 2 is of no exception. She's a teacher, but she's got that bitchy edge to her, where you remember teachers like that, where you're like, you know what? You're an asshole to me for no reason other than the fact that you suck. And then you get the follow-up where the great scene where Chucky writes "fuck you bitch" on the paper, and you're like, okay, I understand why she'd be upset, but then to still just to blame Andy when he's like, I didn't write that. It could have been any kid, even the bully that you know damn well has been in your class and he's been a bully forever. Oh, fucking Beth Grant. But Miss Kettlewell, nonetheless, gets hers.
You've been very naughty, Miss Kettlewell.
Jumps out at her, injects her ass with air, which is probably the predominant reason why she dies, and then pulls a yardstick out and beats her ass until she dies. Do you still doubt my commitment to Sparkle Motion, Beth? But number 1, my favorite kill in the Child's Play franchise goes back to Bride of Chucky, and that is the late, great John Ritter. Chief Kincaid, Jade's uncle, getting the Hellraiser kill, the Pinhead kill.
No!
And it's actually a 2-parter because he doesn't even get killed by all the nails, which is one of the most creative kills, or scenes, I guess, since he doesn't die, in this entire franchise. I love the one-liner by Chucky.
Why does that look so familiar?
But then they get followed up later on with a little surprise jump out that's kind of a self-aware scene, and then Chucky has to stab his ass to death again. True classic never goes out of style, and this kill is a true fucking classic.
Life sure is full of surprises.
For better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Well, that's it, guys. That is the kill ranking for the Child's Play franchise. 61 kills, bottom to top, worst to best of Chucky's shenanigans. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sure a lot of you have different passionate views on all these different kills. Look, there's 61 kills. We're gonna disagree. But let me know either your top 5, top 10, top 15, or if you have the patience and the strength for it, all 61 down in the comment section below. Give me some reasons why you dislike and like certain ones. Do you agree or disagree with my list? Is there one that is way in the low end that you thought should be way in the high end, or vice versa? Let's talk some Chucky Carnage candy down in the comment section below. And thank you guys for your patience waiting for this video. I'm sorry it took much longer than I expected it to. Life gets in the way sometimes, but nonetheless, it's here now. Hope you enjoyed it. So please like and share this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Got a ton of Chucky content as well as a lot of other stuff. But if you're a Child's Play fan, I've got rankings all over the place for different aspects of this franchise. I've got reviews for every single one of the films. Check all of that out by clicking that subscribe button. And also check the video description down below for social media links like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I have my Patreon page, which is a great way to give back to this channel and help this channel grow while getting cool exclusive content for your eyes only. And talking about getting cool stuff, also look down below for my Teespring store for all the Cody Leach merchandise that your little heart desires. 3 different Chucky designs down there that you guys will enjoy. So check that out. And if you guys want to check out some more of my videos, including all of that juicy blood-soaked Child's Play content, you can check that out by clicking right over here.